Now, for this question over here, let's try to work out some question related to fraction over here. So we would like to work out the area of this compound shape. So this over here, it's a compound shape. So how do we work out the area? First, when we identify the compound shape, we would like to split the compound shape into something we recognize first. So I will split it like this. Okay, that's how I cut my compound shape. Now, if you take a look at here and here, I have identified the shape that I recognize now. So I have two rectangles now, right? Now, before I start any calculation, I'm gonna write down an equation first to help me to solve this problem. So I'm gonna say like this. So over here, I have this rectangle, which I will call this as area 1. And I have this rectangle over here, which I would say that this is area 2, right? So I'm going to form a simple equation now. So I would say if I have area 1 and I add with area 2, that will give me the total area, all right, of the compound shape. All right, if I take this area, add with this area, that will give me the total area of the compound shape, right? So now let's work out what is area 1 now. Now, if we look at area 1, we see a rectangle. So ask yourself, right, what is the formula to calculate area of rectangle? So it's going to be base times height. So what's my base, what's my height here? So you can just check from the question here. That's my base and that's my height. All right, so I'm going to write this down, A1 over here. So I'm going to write for my A1, my base is going to be 1, 3 over 4. And I'm going to multiply with my height, which is 3, 2 over 3. All right. Okay. For my bracket, I'm going to change my color. I'm going to use black color. Okay. Now, if you notice over here, I have included bracket. All right. So this bracket is just to show me what happened in A1. So I am just calculating this area over here. So now that we are done with A1, let's continue with A2. So I'm going to add the second area, which is this. So now, again, I see another rectangle. So let's try to identify what's my base and height. So over here, if you notice, this 5, 1 over 12, it's actually representing the whole length over here. All right, it's actually representing the whole length over here. So I can't use this value, but I can use this. That's my height of my rectangle, right? So my base should be around here. I am interested to find out how long is this one in blue color. So how do I find that? So take a look. I have this information right now. If I were to take this whole length, subtract with this one on top over here, all right? This long one, subtract this short one, or I get this length over here, all right? So again, this length over here is the same as this length, right? Okay, so if I take this long length, I subtract this length, which is over here, I will get this one. That's my base, correct? So this is how I'm going to write it down. So I'm going to put in my bracket again. All right. So my base is going to look like this. So it's going to be 5, 1 over 12, and I will subtract with 1, 3 over 4. Then I will close back my bracket. Okay, that's my base. And I'm going to multiply my height now. So I'm going to multiply my height, which is 2, 5 over 6. Then I'll close back my bracket. Now I want you to take a look over here. So in case if you are using multiple bracket, right, like this, so make sure you change the shape of your bracket. See, one of them is like the curve, one of them is more boxy look. So you can differentiate what's going on over here. So over here, I have already formed my equation. All right, I have already formed my equation. So this is the equation to calculate area 1, and this is the calculation to calculate for area 2. And then next, what you need to do is to punch this all in your calculator. Now, I would strongly suggest you don't type in everything in your calculator, okay, because it's very prone for error. Do one by one. Let's do step by step. Let's do this first, and then we will slowly do it. Okay, let's find area 1. So let's work this out with your calculator. So at my calculator, I'm just gonna type this in very quick. Okay, so based on my calculation, I have 5 over 12. Okay, and I'm gonna add with the base first, all right? Gonna get my base first. So let me just press this in my calculator really fast. Okay, so for my base is gonna be 1 over 3, and my height is gonna be this 5 over 6. Okay, I'm gonna close back this bracket because I'm not done yet. And oh, don't forget your equal sign here. Okay, now let's further simplify this. So since I have calculated this, I will continue to write this down. So this is 5 over 12, and I'm gonna add with my area 2. So very quickly, I'm gonna press this in my calculator. So over here, I will get 4 over 9. Okay. Now, since I'm done with this already, all I need to do now is to add up these two. Okay. So I will add up right now very quickly. All right. So once I'm done, my final answer here will be 15, 31 over 36. Okay. All right. That's how you solve it. Okay.